Welcome back to game number 2. I am DeamonMachine. I am being joined by FreightTrainx over here in the co-casting position, or maybe I'm the co-caster for him. Will depend. We'll let you decide that one. So right now we're checking out Poseidon, going over to the red buff, doing pretty normal things. Everybody's splitting and going where they're supposed to be going. But we do have a very curious pick. It seems as though Sun Wukong will be going into the support role because he still doesn't have any items though. He did pick up a ward that he just placed down, so he's got to be supporting. Because Chang'e's already over on this side. She's already got her lovely Vampiric Shroud and Lost Artifact. So, we have a Chang'e solo and a Sun Wukong support. We were kind of waffling as to whether, Chang'e was going support or solo. Because as previous game happened, if you watched the game one of the day, Roundy was the solo laner that game. So, we're going to get to check out to see how versatile Roundy V2 is. Maybe he has two versions to which he is good at. He's good at support and solo. Maybe that's why he's V2.
A couple deep wards placed on each side, one by the solo lane and one by the duo lane to make sure that there wasn't anything going on. Looks like Hoombots and Thor might be trying to invade this, but Red has spotted it out.
With the mage start, it's always like that go ahead and invade thing, and they're just gonna trade buffs.
Okay, they've decided that, yeah, we're good, and we're just going to take your blue, I'll take your blue, and call it a swap. You don't see that too often.
Take that.
I'm not quite sure why they, decided to go that route. It's the better of the two routes. Thor's got to be careful here. Grandma looks like he's lagging a little bit. I don't know if that's me or if it's the...
I'm kind of jumping a little bit too, the same way.
When I was following him, he's just kind of like, la, 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 all around. Oh, Monkey already popping his health pot there. Or was that both of his pots?
He's got... Actually, the Monkey has 4 health pots. So.
Okay, so it's just one of 4 because he's solo laning and Thor is going to be the one in the jungle. So, Tyrna will be definitely taking over this lovely role against the Chang'e. I can't wait to see this matchup really unfold. Because I'm super curious how Chang'e does these days. Thor using that Berserker Barrage to clear out the wave. Over here in the middle lane, Poseidon and Kukulkan pretty much doing their things. They clear out the waves. Over in left lane, though, Jablanc trying to get the first blood on top of the on her, but he does get stunned out by the Tiger Stance from Sun Wukong, and will not get that last shot on her in pretty low health, so he's going to have to be super careful. Over there on the right side, Thor was forced to go back. Did you see exactly what happened there?
It just looked like he was standing behind tower and...
Yeah, I think he's lagging, and so they paused the game.
Yeah. Grandma Llama just DC'd out of the game. Yeah, there was a quick pause.
Yep, so we do have Shazam and Tyrna go ahead and taking his move speed buff, which is going to put him significantly far behind, as he is still only level 2. And this is going to actually put Thor... Will he be up level 3? No, he won't be up 4. He'll be about halfway through 4. It'll help them both out quite a bit. Chang'e doing pretty well herself. She's a little bit into 3. Over here in the mid lane on Poseidon, who I can't see, there he is, will be, it's with Poseidon and Kukulkan in the middle lane, it's almost like a soul lane. They just sit there and clear the wave and back away.
Yeah, nothing really going to go on until one of them hits 5 and one can catch each other in the slow. Both have good slows, good AoEs with the Squall and the Tornadoes coming through, so we'll see which one can catch who where. But on the duo lane, Anhar's going to have to watch out here. He's only at about a little more than half HP, using his pot already. If he gets taunted again one more time without that Sun Wukong there to help him, he could be in trouble and give up first blood.
Thor hanging out in the mid lane as the other Thor is in the back trying to catch up in levels. Grandma just having an unfortunate start. Kind of is the best way of putting that, but Kukulkan will have an easy time cleaning up the minions in the middle lane, going for the back harpies, which is always a very smart play when you are the jungler, taking that mid laner to the back harpies. Then you guys can hit 5 a lot faster. Kukulkan probably going to go help Thor with the back ones here, possibly. I'm not sure what they're doing. They do want to clear out. He's going to stay for the mid wave, then they're going to go for the back harpies.
Yeah, Thor just needs to catch up. Grandma Llama on the red team just has to get some levels going. He's 2 levels behind. And it's not his fault. Like I said, that slow DC just put him a little bit behind. He's 3 1/4. He won't be 5 by mid camps. Hopefully, if he can get at least 1 set, he'll be 4, and that way we'll at least give him a little bit of an advantage, or at least catch him up a little bit, I should say.
Yeah, Hunbat's just hit 5 there. He did teleport over to Chang'e, but he was under tower, so he was forced to back away. He did get a nice smack crit on top of Chang'e, putting her just below half health. Thor going to be heading on into the jungle, but he's going to run right into an Athena because mid camp's coming up right now. Thor really wants to get these solo. Culkin's going to use his ultimate to get those. No, he's not. He's just going to...
Thor secures the left side, teleports out, wisely uses his hog, and this gets on out. Needed those, hits 4. Right side will go to blue camp. So splits on the mid camps, but, you know, their blue team's Thor is 5, so they have to watch out and make sure he doesn't try to ult from the mid tier and try to make a play. But Poseidon will back. So I don't see too much aggression in the mid lane happening here with Poseidon backing.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's really bought anything just yet. Everybody's still out in the middle lane. Poseidon going straight into a Doom Orb. He wants that early aggression.
Yeah, he feels confident. I mean, Doom Orb is one of those items as a mid laner that you have to really feel comfortable that you're going to be able to get those stacks and hold on to them for as long as you can.
Yep, Sun Wukong helping Thor, trying to get him to that level 5, which he does now hit. So Thor catching up as fast as he can. He does hit 5, so both Thor on the other side, on the blue side, is going to be slightly ahead of him still. But I'm sure that will even out as time goes on. Chang'e doing a very reasonable job over here in this right side. She's pushing Hunbat's back. And the advantage of being Chang'e, you just, you know, sit in the lane forever. But Thor's over here. This is going to be a bait out of this.
Thor's rotating toward the left on the duo lane. Yeah, Shablanque, I don't think sees this. Thor's going to go up in the air, I believe, at Gold Fury. He's going to land down on Shablanque. Still to win. Will he get the kill on her? Just needs to hit an impale. Misses it. The mitigate on the Athena ult. Probably saving Shablanque there with the damage reduction. I mean, Shablanque just barely escaping by the skin of his teeth. We'll go back and pick up devs. Luckily, he just had enough farm for those, so...
Sadly, Chang'e's going to lose her blue buff, though.
Yeah, Chang'e's back in the middle of the lane. Probably doesn't see this. They might try to stop her, but oh, never mind that. She just backs up.
Nope. I mean, she's going to get that mana back. She's lost her blue buff because they have the jungle timers over there. Thor was on the other side of the map doing a gank, so it's just like, what are we going to do over here in duo as a pair? Or in solo as a pair? We're going to go and take all the buffs. So they'll probably go and take their own blue buff here in a minute just to make sure they secure it, get that experience, and make sure that Chang'e doesn't somehow get it.
Yeah. Red doing a good job of getting their Thor back into the game, just grouping up with them, getting him the farm of the camps, and sharing that experience with everybody, because he's back at 6 right now and seems to be in a relatively decent position from where he had first started from. So nice on Grandma Lama over there to be able to come back and get back into the game.
Playing from behind is a very, very important skill to learn. If you don't know how to do it, play ranked, because that will be your life. But Chang'e doing quite well over here against Hunbat's. I'm actually pretty impressed. We'll see what happens when it really comes to teamfight time. Hunbat's with his superior, I would say, teamfight control with his ultimate, pushing people around. But Chang'e has that amazing ultimate. I mean, Chang'e has probably one of the coolest ultimates in the game in the sense that it can literally stun for 5 seconds if she hits 5 people. I mean, what more do you want?
She could really turn it around. Yeah, she could really turn a whole fight around. If they're grouped up in the wrong position by a Gold Fury or a Fire Giant, they could be in trouble. Thor, blue team's Thor is up in air at Gold Fury. Duncan on the left-hand side of duo lane will pick up the kill on a big dunk over there by the Thor. Was able to gank from the same spot that the red team's Thor did, but with not having as much backup and Athena already there for a quick taunt, Thor and Shablanque each picking up a kill, and they're looking for a Gold Fury off of this. Sun Wukong, or Thor and Kuklon do not see this going on over here to their left at all.
Nope.
And this is just going to be a trade-off back and forth in an under 7-minute Gold Fury by the blue team.
Very nice play there by them. They got the kill in the duo. I don't want to necessarily say that Red wasn't aware of it, per se, but they definitely made the decision that, you know, there's 3, possibly 4 of them over there. We're going to stay away. Because if all 4 of them turned on the 2 of them, they could have been very dead. I think Roundy had a little bit of a misclick maybe. He might want to have gone into his Tiger stance instead of his Ox, because, you know, Thor can't be knocked up in his Berserker Barrage, and he did try to knock him up. Maybe it was just to scare him away with the damage. But instead they're going to roll on over to the movement speed buff, get that for Thor. Chang'e still having a fancy time over here. Staying even with the Hunbats, not having any problems, it seems. Chang'e going into a Doom Orb as well. He does have 21 stacks on that. About 11 behind the Poseidon. Is that oh, never mind. That's a 37, not a 32.
It's typical what you see in a Chang'e in solo lane and Kronos is in solo lane. Or any mage that can do damage like that, they're going to get that Chrono or that Doom Orb so they can put out more damage. And, you know they have to be able to clear way faster than these assassins or these warriors that they're going up against. So, with the assassins typically or warriors having a hog, Doom Orb just helping them clear the wave a little earlier. But Thor coming over, I don't know, Chang'e might see it or not. Thor's going up in the air. I don't think Chang'e, or no, the Hoombots doesn't see it. I'm sorry, wrong team. There's too many Thors. Sorry about that. Actually, the Hoombots does not see it, and Thor dunks on him, hits the dunk, and is able to get the kill off of that.
Ooh, the cripple catching Roundy in that. The Sun Wukong is going to go down, but the Tectonic Rift is good. Unfortunately, it's not quite on the right side, and so it did allow him to still fall back into tower. Still, good play, though. Good rotation onto that, helping out. Trying to do what he can. Thor going into the mid. The other Thor going to take the blue buff. That is coming up right now. In just a second, Chang'e won't see it happening. Thor's just going to... Oh, they are collapsing on him. If he does not have his ult availed there, he's just going to ult right out.
A little bit of a struggle here on the duo lane. Looks like Blanke ulted to try to put some pressure on her. But this is something that you really don't expect Shablanka to do. On her with his now, removing the nerf that he had on his clear. Should be able to out this Shablanka, especially at level 9. But getting pushed in the tower and just a quarter health, he has to be scared. Be a little careful what he does here. Otherwise, it's going to be another kill for Shablanka and then another stack on his passive, which is always dangerous.
So we're looking for something to happen over in left lane. But unable to do so on the red team Thor. We're just going to have to call him Graham.
Graham, yeah.
Graham and Shazam. That's not helpful either.
It's Graham and Shazam. Red Thor, Blue Thor.
Yeah, I was going to have to call him Red Thor, Blue Thor. One Thor, two Thor, Red Thor, Blue Thor. There you go. So, looks like left mid's going to go over here to Red Thor, and on the right side, Poseidon and Athena are going to take the right mid. Thor looking for something in the sense of whacking along with the... Missed both, actually. He was trying to go on a Sun Wukong, throws out a hammer and a Tectonic Rift, didn't hit either, and I don't know what in the world that
Red
was.
Thor is up in the air in the middle, looking for the dunk on Athena, and oh, there we go. We have one dunk into an ultimate. Tornado comes out from the KK, and all of a sudden we have a whirlpool into Krakens, and Proton Shock able to clean up the kill over there on the Athena.
Yep. Good pickup by them. This game is actually turned out to be very even, despite...
Actually, yeah, what's kind of funny is you look at the net worth, that just put Proton up above the Chang'e, and if you actually look at the soul lane, if you want to see how this fight's going, looking at net worth, Chang'e second overall,
Show 'em what you
Hoonbots
got,
last. Relatively surprising, thinking that you'd think Hoonbots could clear that wave a little easier with this overhand smash and the monkeys, but Chang'e showing that she's still here and she's going to fight.
Yeah, she just heals her minions that do survive the overhand smash to full health, and, causes them just to have a rough time. Oh, Roundy! That lazy back and under there. Oh, unable to quite hit that slow on the Kukulkan, but will they be able to follow it up on top of him? Nope, not quite. The Athena's going to ult up, giving him the damage mitigation, letting him to get out. It was a bit of a risk to do what Thor just did. I mean, he hammered into a tower with no minions or no real help. And, oh, a beautiful Spirit of the Nine Winds hits 2, nailing out Poseidon. And Thor going to go down to a Desert Fury from the Honor. Xbalanque in kind of a bad spot here. If Thor comes around properly and he can pinch this, he's going to do it. There's the Tectonic Rift. Kind of cutting off his path, but he's going to be able to just run around, throw some poison darts out on top of it, but he may have overstayed his welcome on her and the Kukulkan here, and this is going to be one dead Xbalanque. There it is.
They need to go gold now. This is, well, never mind. Athena is up. They have to still be careful, but if they could do zoning duty, if they can zone out this Athena and this Hoonbots, which is going to be a little tough, they might be able to grab it, but Chang'e is here, has rotated over from the solo lane along with Hoonbots. They're just trying to take it down. They have to be careful. Thor is up there on the red side.
Thor lands. Just using that control. Barry can play. Oh, a nice ultimate there. She pinches him in. Oh, that was a beautiful ult by Chang'e, and then the Thor with a brilliant Tectonic Rift, just keeping them all right there.
Because the Team Thor does have ult as well, and he's going to come in trying to pull a little Cloud9 maneuver. Can he dunk in and save it? He gets one spin to win. He's going to hit 2. Kraken for... Wow, big save by the blue team.
Thor got that Fury.
I have to look at the graphs.
Red did. Red got that Fury.
Red was able to actually get the hog, got a couple kills out of it, keeping the gold differential really just
Now it's dead
300.
even.
You can't. It's dead even. Yeah, that's a wave. That's nothing at this point in time.
That was a very nice play there by Thor. Maybe, you know, the classic, please don't groove up too much when you're, you know, tanking a Gold Fury, especially when there's the Thor upon the opposing team, which in this case is both teams.
Well, it just got caught on a bad respawn timer for red or blue over there, I should say, and they were able to sit there and just take advantage of, you know, yeah, they killed the Thor earlier, they did this, but he was able to get back up and, you know, that distance, that semi, you know, you can get across near half the map, it seems like, with Thor's ultimate, and able to go ahead and go from the red buff, which avoiding the ward coverage, which was very good by him, being that there are wards over there for the right-hand side that he would have been seen if he came from the mid lane. So able to go ahead and sneak that in and just pounce on him and get that kill and save the Gold Fury.
Very true. Monkey's Tower looking pretty shady right there. Not having a good time. Chunga having a much better time.
Is coming from Chunga. She's at 6,200 damage. She's putting to work on this monkey. She is not going to let him get away out of this lane, but she doesn't see this Thor. Does she see Thor? Thor hits the Titanic Rift with the Hoobot. She's going to use her 2 to escape the double stun on her ultimate. Chunga going off right now, using the minions to body block as best she can.
What is wrong with you?
Teleport the hammer. The hammer hits. When you hit the hammer, that's just... Chunga
Thor's going as fast as he can. He's trying to clean this up, but he's not going to be able to get there quite in time. He is looking for the monkey. Is he going to be able to get the double tap? No! His hammer is down! No! Wait! Oh, God! Thor! Oh! The monkey getting taken down, but Thor taking out Thor with a Thor ult from Thor!
He threw his hammer into the wall, and he didn't teleport out of the thing, out of the tower.
Nope. But, I mean, Thor having the presence of mind to stop backing as soon as that happened, and not being like, ah, damn, I'm sorry, you're dead. I mean, he was, with his minimal amounts of health, oh! Roundy almost getting picked off by LeBlanc in the left lane. But Thor was just really on point there. Which
Well, first tower seems to go to the blue team over here, finally, after that siege on left, but looks like they will be giving up tier 1 on the solo lane soon enough, as that's just a hair away from going down eventually at some point. So that gold will end up going back into red's favor, but the gold differential right now for blue has jumped with those kills right there. They got the kill on the Thor, they've got several other kills, and they're back up to 2,000, which was just a 300 gold lead a little while ago. And there's the tier 1 going on that side, so now the difference does drop back down to about 1,300, so red capitalizing on that. So minimizing the damage done there. Still a close game, 2,000 experience, 1,500 gold is really nothing to come back from. The next Gold Fury can dictate that. That's coming up here in the next, what does it look like? Next minute and 30 seconds. So that will be the next point of interest coming around the 18-minute mark.
Dina looking for an ult, but instead, Kukulkan going to get a kill on the Proton Shock. Thor going over there, going to look for the Poseidon in the middle lane. He lands right on top. There's the Spirit of the Nine Winds. Unfortunately, he is... How did he move to the side? Did he get knocked?
He Bead stepped out of the stun and went to the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Beads then. I didn't see the animation. I didn't recognize it. This Desert Fury comes through, looking for the kill on the Hunbath, but unable to quite secure it.
Big on Athena with a big on the Proton Shock there in mid and was able to help secure that kill for LeBlanc, who gets another one on his passive. Roundy saying not so fast. I've got cudgels, I've got moves, I got 3 stances. Takes out the LeBlanc right back. So we have a 2-for-2 exchange in the mid lane. You know, red team may be coming out a little bit there since blue's worth a little bit more at this point, but
it's going to secure the mid Furies, which makes it worth it right there.
Yeah, they made 2-for-2 with mid camps getting taken, and I'd expect some backs coming on here. And again, with 30 seconds till the Gold Fury starts, look at the 17, 30, 18-minute mark to really be a little dance party around that left side of the map.
Checking out the action that there is on the map. It is, of course, Chunga versus Hunbats. Oh my god. I'm not that old. Please! Back in the day, this used to be Sun Wukong, if you did not know. Hunbats was, that is.
You're like, Chunga? No, Chunga used to be Sun Wukong? What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, totally. No, Hunbats used to be Sun Wukong, and then they changed them over to Hunbats when they came out with the actual Sun Wukong.
It looks like another big grouping in mid. See what ends up happening here. You'd expect a I mean, if they can find any picks here, you can see a Gold Fury attempt start. It looks like Blue Thor will try to go his buff. Red team going toward that Gold Fury side. Athena sees it. They're warding up, and Xbalanque is just kind of hanging around the backside saying, hey, what are we doing? We're going in on this. Poseidon's there. It looks like this is the dance. Yep, this is what
Athena's going to control this engagement. If Athena goes in and misses her taunt, then that's going to be a dead blue team.
Blue Thor went on over there on the right, trying in the mid lane to pick off somebody. Just gets a little poke back in return, but Thor's ulting in. It looks like Athena did go in as well.
She just missed her taunt. Thor going on to the back line, right up the side, and turning around, trying to pinch him right in there in the thing, but he is smart enough to use his hammer to get on out. Instead, Brownie will fall. Spirit of the Night wins, nailing Thor on the Blue Thor on the backside. Very far out of his distance.
Athena in trouble. If they close out this Athena, red team can go ahead and get this Gold Fury. They just need to keep zone control right now. They're chasing Thor on the red side. He's going for a spin to win on the Athena. Wants the kill to secure the Gold Fury. Can he teleport out? He does. Xbalanque on her 1v. Oh, quick boxing match that we missed over there at the Gold Fury. Xbalanque able to get the 1v1 kill on her, but looks like he'll just have to get out of here on his returns. He's not going to be able to do too much. But again, another pick off. Red Thor able to pick off the monkey, and looks like I don't know if they have enough. I don't know if they have enough to start this Gold Fury yet, especially with Thor coming back on the blue side. I don't know if they want to go for round 2 of the same thing that just happened to him earlier.
No, they don't. They definitely need to.
Well, that was
kind of wait it out.
That was the fight, but it looked like everyone came out in a sense a little. I think Red came out a little bit on top there, just with the able to control and keep that out. Actually, the goal differential going down a little bit and the XP going down, so they did win that little engagement, that tussle, but Gold Fury is still going to be the point of interest for the next minute or 2 here until Fire Giant gets doable by both teams.
Thor trying to pull off a double tap onto the Kukulkan, instead takes a lot of poke damage from the tornado. Still, the tower. Minjin's going to roll on into the tower.
On the left-hand side while that was happening, Xbalanque forced Rowdy to use his hog and is now starting Gold Fury on the attack speed buff. So Xbalanque, knowing that he has no hog 3, is telling his team, hey, we can go on this, guys. He has no hog. But red team quick to respond. Rowdy probably saying, "Hey, dude, I had to save your buff, man, and just we need to get over here." Thor going on the back line on the other Thor. Both spin the win. Blue Thor teleports out. Monkey with the ultimate. We just got a lot of action going on in the mid lane. Blue team needs to retreat before they lose this.
That is, I mean, fighting going on all over the map. This is just crazy. Red's going to try and secure this Gold Fury now, as they do have their hog up in about 15 seconds, so they could start it and just dance around. They could just dance around it for a few minutes. 9, 8. I mean, they're going to start it now. It's going to be coming up short enough.
By the time it gets down at the threshold, the Hog 3 will be back up. So that attempt to get that Gold Fury on that call was right, but unable to seize on it. It looks like Athena's going to go down with that rift. She's able to escape with her up.
Oh, the double tap.
Double tap. That's it. Double tap secures it. That's on her. Just needs to start soloing this Gold Fury. He just needs to throw a pillar down, start soloing his Gold Fury. Leech it off now and back up. Don't group up because Blue Thor will dunk in on you.
Blue just Thor went up and they all backed away.
All right, that time they're not falling for it twice, but he does land on the Sun Wukong, relatively tanky target. Probably not.
Oh, manages to throw his hammer in the wall. The Spirit of the Nine Winds letting out of the Hunbats into the back and hitting the Poseidon as well. Doing a ton of damage. Thor going up into the air, going after the Poseidon. Is he going to be able to clean it up? Yes, he is. Now he's just got to get out of tower range. This is going to be a free Gold Fury for the red team as Sun Wukong and Anher are going to start it. Or sorry, Sun Wukong and Kukulkan, and Xbalanque trying to keep them off of it, doing his best. Athena now respawned. Nice double tap there by Thor, but this
Athena ulted.
They just need to burn it fast now.
Xbalanque does get in close enough. She's ulting on the Xbalanque. Xbalanque needs the time that's right. He can use his dash. Oh, just scaring him off. Gold Fury forced the reset, which is a win for Blue. They don't have their team here. All ultimates, well, not all ultimates, but pretty much everything on both sides down, other than a Fear No Evil and a Chang'e ult, and you have a Sun Wukong ultimate, but that's just going to throw an extra guy down at the bottom, so not going to do too much there.
Hunbat's going to take those right mids because, they're up, and I got nothing else to do at the moment.
Well, the past 3 minutes have been nothing but this dance around Gold Fury.
Yeah, it's really difficult to deal with this kind of thing. You want to go out there and you get the experience. If you look at, an average... I don't know. It's just, I wonder how much experience they've missed.
Well, when you look at it, Poseidon's died several times, putting that Doom Orb stack down to 18 right now. He just picked up a couple more, whereas Chang'e's sitting pretty, still 2 and 150 stacks. That's a big detriment. It looks like Blue is going to start this Gold Fury attempt, though. They're trying to sneak it in.
Up in the air, landing on top of the Athena, putting a lot of damage. She is going to be able to clean up that.
Blue team will get the Gold Fury at it. Will they pay? How many people will they lose, if any? It looks like Poseidon's able to get one, able to get the Chang'e. Zeke able to clean up on the taunt shield wall on the red team's Thor. So they sneak the Gold Fury, and they're able to pick off two huge win in movement on the graphs for Blue team right there, putting them back up 2,500 gold in just under 1,200 experience.
Yeah, I mean, Thor, he needed a dunk down there.
Shablanke's beating up this Honor, just 1v1, just went on him.
Yeah, I mean, Anher's down by 3 levels right now, too.
Yeah,
That's not helping the situation.
He popped Greater Sprint, used it offensively, just said, all right, I'm going to beat you down. I'm 18. I can do this.
He's also got 2,000 gold on him. He's got a full Executioner on top of Anher. Xeblanque is not a fear to the Lion.
Yeah, at 6-2 right now, Xeblanque's passive is fully stacked. Anher should probably be... Anher shouldn't really be that far up at that point in time, but trying to farm out, trying to catch back up, doing the best he can. Just got caught out a little bit versus a fed ADC.
Yeah, but Culkin does have his Book of Thoth finished. Got that going for him, giving him that extra painful Spirit of the Nine wins ultimate. I do believe that's what it's called. You know what? I'm going to even look and double check. Just because I want to know. Yep, I was right. Yay! You know, the key to improvement is making sure you're right. I don't like to say things if I'm not 1,000% sure. That's just the way I am. Over in the mid lane, everybody's kind of hanging out looking for... I don't know what they're doing exactly. They're going to secure that red buff, but I don't know what this grouping is over by Gold Fury. Are they just super concerned over this red buff, or... Xeblanque's going to go for this purple buff again, looking for that attack speed buff. Does leash it. It's just out of range. But he sees that he's not going to be contested for it, so I'll take it. Thank you. Anher just falling slowly and further behind, just not able to get the farm he needs. Xeblanque roaming around wherever he pleases, doing whatever he wants because he's got the levels and the damage to do it. So why not?
Well, looks like another little fight in mid lane. Thor hitting a little wall right there. Double tap on the Poseidon. Oh, teleport to the hammer a little bit late. Spin the win just on the minions. Poseidon taking about half his HP though on that little exchange poke. But on her getting aggressed on again in the duo lane side of things. He needs help, and the Thor might try to help him over here, but they've got it warded up. Not able to do too much. They have to do the best they can to secure and make sure that this tier 2 on the left doesn't go down in that Phoenix, because that's just going to put too much pressure for a Fire Giant fight. And Anher just needs to catch up, stay under tower, just clear wave the best he can.
The problem that Anher's going to really run into is if Xeblanque opts not to clear out his wave, then Anher's got nothing to farm.
It looks like that's why he's coming mid, maybe to go ahead and get a kill or two, but Xeblanque will rotate behind. They need to make sure they see this happening. He could pick him off on the back line.
You name it, baby. I got it.
I think they spotted out the rotation, possibly with that ward right over there by their... Well, sorry, that's the blue ward, so it's just Xeblanque that knows that he's safe over there. Look at Blue's ward control. Despite the fact that they lost Poseidon, Xeblanque's probably going to take this tier 2 on the left. Nice stun by Thor, hammering out to safety. And this could be a Fire Giant.
Red's going for Fire Giant. If Red can get this, that's a huge play, but this is really dangerous, being that Athena, Hoonbots, and Thor are all up on the blue side. This might not be the best call right here. We'll see what happens. Thor will go ahead and dunk in right on top of the other Sun Wukong, spin to win. The other Thor is going to go up in the air. What's going to go on? Weasel able to take down Shazam, while the other Thor just dunks down and takes out the monkey. Well, never mind.
Phoenix going down. They have to take this fire. They have to get this fire. Xeblanque's got to get back.
I mean, that does happen. It's like, hey, I'm going to take this Phoenix. They got Fire Giant.
Oh my god. Athena stole
Blue
it.
team has destroyed the Fire Giant. Where was the zoning?
My goodness. They were just trying to burn it down so fast.
They lose left Phoenix, and they just got demoralized with a Athena dash Fire Giant steal. I mean, she paid for it with her life, but I mean, preemptive strike into Hog 3, done.
The only person on the blue team that does have the Fire Giant is Xeblanque, but Of all the people that you don't want to have Fire Giant, it is the Jablanc.
Yeah, really, that fight could have been completely different if they would have zoned out and maybe would have killed that Athena or able to just stop that DPS, because now they're about 5,000 behind, which is it's a decent amount of gold. Now the XP is really close. It's only about 13 or about 1,200, 1391 right now. So they're getting there to the point where they're going to be the same level. Xbalanque was trying to steal the gold fear, it looks like, but Sun Wukong saying, no, I got the Hog 3. We're going to go ahead and secure this since we lost Fire Giant. They need to get out of here before Athena and Xbalanque start, because like you said, Fire Giant Xbalanque just rips through Red Thor. Now he's going to go for the Anhar. Oh, he's got 2. He's looking for the triple kill. Got the triple kill, the Xbalanque. He's marked the Quadra on the Sun Wukong. Can he get it? He'll just have to settle for the triple kill. Us ADCs, we always just want to keep going. Just want the kills.
What happens when you get a fed Jablanc, unfortunately. But I mean, it could really be either way. There goes Spirit of the Night with nails 3. Unfortunately, the Kukulkan goes down. Sun Wukong able to get up onto his lovely cloud of the Nimbus and sit there quietly, thinking about contemplations of life. Nobody goes down on the blue side. There is currently 4 down. This is going to be a mid-Phoenix for sure.
Yeah, they should just go mid-Phoenix. They're deciding left. They don't know whether they want to go mid, they want to go right. Come on, make up your mind.
There they go. I mean, Jablanc just does a bajillion damage to it, so it doesn't really matter. Jablanc trying to go as hard as he can, looking for the Sun Wukong, and he will find him with the huge hitting crits. Jablanc running the tables right now.
37,000 player damage, coming alive right now with those crits in hand with the Rage, and the Bull is just being able to split off of the Titan, because that's how we got that kill. Titan was just getting hit, and the Bull just did splash damage to him. People underestimate how much the splash damage actually does at full levels, and when you have the power that he does right now with Fire Giant buff, he's going to be hitting pretty hard, and those ricochets can do a ton of damage.
Jablanc currently has 4,000 gold over on her. That's huge. Huge.
And you wouldn't really expect, on her is supposed to be the mid lane god. You know, that's where he's supposed to shine and dominate, and you kind of saw, you saw a little bit of it, but you didn't see too much of the wave clearing. He got pushed back a lot, wasn't really involved in too many fights, and if he was, he just kind of wasn't able to really get too much going at 1 and 5 and 10. He had several assists, but just not able to put the kills on the board to catch himself back up.
Yep. Right now they're just looking for any farm that they have. They found Chang'e in the jungle. This could be a very dead Chang'e. She did pop her sprint. She missed her ultimate, unfortunately. They all split up just in time. Yep, that is one dead Chang'e as Thor lands on top. Spirit of the Nine Winds coming through, but not finding anything useful. There goes the Kraken, getting 3, taking down 1. There goes the second one. On her, gonna fall. Roundy, that's pretty much his death because of the taunt.
That taunt kill. Sun Wukong goes into bird form to fly away. Athena says, no, you're immune to slows and everything, but I can still taunt you right out of this.
I can say that I'm prettier than you and you will be forced to face me.
Thor throws out a wall, just a little blockade of, hey, don't take my Titan that fast, but knowing what's gonna happen here is just incredible.
Oh, he dies to the Titan at the end. Oh no.
Needs offensively to get the cooldown on the hammer, gets a kill, saying, hey, I'll add 1 to my KDA at least, but in the end, blue team coming out on top.
12, 3, and 6 for Jablanc.
Feed the ADCs? Question mark.
Yep.
See, Ghost Kid, this is what it should be like if you feed me. Ghost Kid, gank my lane. Gank my lane, Ghost Kid.
Please. So, very good game between the two. It was a very good game. I liked it.
It was really, I mean, up until probably the 23-minute mark or 24-minute mark where it just looked like blue took control, that was back and forth the whole entire way. There was really nothing that separated the two teams other than that one engagement where the Fire Giant steal was huge. That Fire Giant steal was, they had him wiped. Yes, Xbalanque took a Phoenix. You drop the Phoenix, but you have, like you said, you have to get the Fire Giant off of it. If we're going to give up our Phoenix, we have to get FG so we can make siege attempts, so we can push that lane back up. And Athena with the great steal, able to come in and help secure that, which just, even though it was only 1 FG on Xbalanque, he was able to do the damage and keep it up. I mean, he just got a triple kill after that and kind of just went ham after.
He said, you know what? I got this. DeBlock putting out 32,000 player damage in a 30-minute game. That is 1,000 damage per minute. More than 1,000 damage per minute. That's a lot. That is quite a lot. Next up on that docket is going to be the Kukulkan with his 23,000 for the red team. Doing great with those Spirit of the Nine Winds. He was hitting a lot of them, which is the lovely dragon flying through the sky and doing just bunches of damage in front of him. Kraken's pretty on point. There's a few that, just way off, but I think it was just kind of panic Krakens. Like, gotta get something out.
I just really wish the on her, he has 10 assists over there. It would have been Blanca only having 6, and most of those probably coming off of his ultimate. That's, global wide. If on her probably could have picked up a few kills, it might have been a different story in the duo lane. If, maybe he was sitting at a KDA of 4, 6, and, 6 assists versus 10. If he's able to pick a few more kills up, something along those lines, maybe turning around, getting the gold he needed to try to outbox the Shablanque. But in the end, Shablanque at level 20 with full build like he was is just too heavy to deal with. On her being more of that mid lane or mid game ADC of I can clear the wave faster than you and shove you under tower and deny you XP. Was never really able to get to that point.
Yep, so that does it for this game number 2. Join us another day, which would be tomorrow, for another pair of games from the COG Academy series, in which we'll be doing this for the entire month of April, and then we'll be starting the Cognitive Combine in May, and that is something you definitely don't want to miss. So mark it on your calendars, and everywhere else you happen to keep notes of things, like your forearms or foreheads or palms even. And then join us. So that's it for me. I'm DeamonMachine. This is FreightTrainx. We will see you guys next time for more games.